What's going on, you gamers? Today we're going to be diving into some more Remnant 2, and what we're going to be covering is how you can get hold of this awesome class right here, one of the best archetypes in my opinion, and that's going to be the Invader class. If that interests you, then stay tuned. That's coming up next. Welcome back everybody. Today we're on the hunt for the Invader class, but we do need to get the Dreamcatcher first. So I'm going to do a short recap just to show you how to get that, but if you've got it, just skip to the timestamp I've said. For a quick recap, you need to go to the world of Lossum in order to get hold of this, and you're going to make sure your starting tile is going to be Morrow Parish. After that, you're going to need to make your way through the maps, heading for the exclamation marks until you make it over to the asylum. Pick up the stone dolls, grab yourself the keys, and then you're going to make your way down to the basement, hand the dolls in to the lady locked behind the door, and you'll also be able to release her by using the keys. This will mean you can pick up the item you need, which will be the Nightweaver's stone doll. After that, you're going to need to bop straight upstairs, make your way through a special doorway in order to make it to Nimwe's retreat. Speak to the lady, and then you'll need to head on from there. And then you're going to need to proceed a little bit further into the next instance, heading towards the next exclamation mark. Once you've done all of this, you'll be able to pick up the soul key that you can then take back to the asylum, place within the web, and you'll be able to find another web within that new instance that you can hand this into the Nightweaver's stone doll. Right, so now that that's out of the way, the hardest part is probably done as long as you're a little ways into your game. From here, you're going to want to travel all the way to Root Earth, so you will have to have gone to the very end of your campaign, and then you're going to be making sure you run all the way that I show here. I'm going to be showing you from the Corrupted Harbour, just so you know exactly where we're going, just in case you haven't already cleared this instance. Keep making your way all the way through the enemies. If you've got a really nice build, you'll probably be able to run through almost all of it. If not, you might have to tackle a few as you go. But just keep proceeding along. Obviously I've fast forwarded this quite a bit because otherwise this would be a very long video, but eventually you're going to make your way all the way around to the exact part we're after, which is going to be a nice checkpoint. Remember, as soon as you've got to this checkpoint, even if you want to fall over, you want a liquid escape, it's completely up to you. You're going to be completely golden and you're going to start from here with no enemies harassing you. Now at this point, just make your way down the stairs and then keep going all the way along. And at this point, if you've not already done this, there will be a kind of barrier going on there. There'll be a few tough enemies in here, so you might need to watch out. But just over this direction is going to be the part you're aiming for, and then you're just going to make your way through. Again, there will be a few tough enemies here if you haven't already cleared it out, but the main thing you're going to be after will be something right in the middle, so make sure you equip your Dreamcatcher. Make your way all the way over to the middle here, and what I once thought was a fallen enemy, I think is supposed to be one of those large walkers, but it's asleep. You're going to go up to it, press the heavy attack with your Dreamcatcher, and you're going to be rewarded with the special item, the Walker's Dream. From there, you're going to want to make sure you put it onto your quick slot, then activate it whenever you can, and you're going to go into the instance with its dream, and then you'll be able to get the reward. But it is definitely not the easiest one out of all of these ones I've done, and some of the enemies in here are actually pretty tough, so you probably want to make sure your build's on point before you tackle this situation. But the main thing you want to do, make sure you take out that massive walker. That's your main target, and even if you fall to the other enemies, that's really not going to matter because you'll have guaranteed your drop. In fact, the enemy you're after, Bane, is probably one of the easier ones to take down if you've got enough damage. The enemies beside it, they're the ones that can make your life a whole lot more difficult. So take out Bane, make sure you grab your drop, as it's going to be guaranteed once you do take them down, and even if you get wiped out by the other enemies, you should be pretty much golden. But if you can take them down, that will be a bit of an added bonus, as they have a little bit of nice resources for you. But that's one of the things we're after right there, the Supercharger, which is a really cool mutator for your weapons. But even more than that, we're after this material right here, the the serrated root blade, which we're going to be able to take back to Wallace in order to hand in and turn it into our new class of the Invader. Honestly, this class is amazing. It's very unique, completely different to pretty much all of the others, kind of a stealthy but very high damage build going on with it. If you're good with your dodges, if you like shadow and kind of rogue types, I think this might be the one for you, as it's able to pull off a lot of damage in the right circumstances with very unique builds. But yeah, let me know in the comments what archetype are you really liking at the moment and how are you cracking on with the game. But as always, hopefully that's helped a few of you guys and girls out. For all things gaming, take care. I'll see you on the next day.